Linduska, the American, against Jennifer Chiang, fighting for Micronesia. 29 years old. Linduska, 5'4". She's got a slight reach advantage over the 36-year-old Chiang, who stands at 5'3". Let's send it up to Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, live from Memorial Hall here in Kansas City, Kansas, a very good evening and welcome to an exciting night of women's professional mixed martial arts for your enjoyment. This is Invicta FC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go with 3 rounds of action, this in the strawweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist came in at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in officially 115.5 pounds tonight. She makes her professional debut out of Forest Park, Illinois. Here is Alyssa Lightning Linduska. And across the cage, her opponent fighting out of the red corner. A striker standing 5 feet 3 inches tall. She too weighed in 115.5 pounds and in 2 fights holds a record of 1 victory with 1 defeat. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, here is Jennifer Chiang. And your referee in charge of the action is Marcio La Selva.
First fight on the card tonight, Invicta FC 47, Linduska, Chiang, and we are underway from Memorial Hall in KCK.
Bit of a feeling out period here between these two ladies. I think Linduska is looking to establish her jab. This big right hand by Chiang is really going to give her problems.
Yeah, I like how Linduska took the center of the cage immediately and she's staying up and down. But Chiang, that landed hard, that right hand. You can tell she put some respect on that one. Yeah,
and exactly, Julie, but I think what Linduska needs to do is her head is very center when she tries to enter that pocket. If she just, you know, brings her head off center line a little bit, that right hand, she's just going to slip and it's not going to be there. So I think if she just makes that small adjustment, she'll be fine.
Linduska said that she did a lot of mental work leading into this fight to not put too much pressure on herself making this pro debut. She tried in her last amateur fight to really approach it like it was a pro fight to get herself ready for this spot.
And that, I mean, yeah, nerves are everything. You can, they say it's not a real thing, it is a real thing. You can get that adrenaline down. But that extensive amateur career, again, very, very impressive. A really smart way of getting to the point of making your debut.
And she didn't shy away from tough competition. I think that's what's really going to help her as she transitioned to a professional, Julie.
And I'm guessing Chiang's feeling fairly good that she's able to showcase some of that movement. Although the inside leg kick from Linduska is landing hard, and you can see she's going up to the liver several times.
And that's the perfect game plan against a classic boxer. They're very heavy on that lead leg. They're very, you know, lead leg dominant as they enter the pocket because they want to throw with a lot of power. And I think that's a really great game plan from Linduska to really attack that leg. And you look, we already see a little bit of swelling, a bit of redness on that lead leg of Chiang.
Absolutely, but I would say that left kick also leaves you very susceptible to a very hard right hand if you're not cognizant and moving your head like you said earlier.
100%.
Halfway through round number 1.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if Chiang's feeling a liver shot right now. She seems to, she's breathing hard on that.
Well, I think Linduska is really mixing up those leg kicks, but she's starting to incorporate the left liver kick, which I think could be kind of, you know, giving Chiang some issues because that's going to stop that right hand. That's going to keep that right hand at home.
Well, Linduska told us she wanted to mix things up coming into this. She said she was birthed in MMA. She doesn't have one discipline that she really leans on more than another, and she thinks that versatility can be her strength. And now a flurry combination of punches from Linduska.
You can tell she's feeling, the shark smells the blood right there.
But one thing that's really smart is look how patient she is. She's not rushing in. She's not, you know, blitzing in. She's patient. She's picking a shot. She knows the moment will come when she's ready. And that is the marker of a high-level athlete.
Yeah, like you said, Megan, it's high level. It's high fight IQ. Nice leg kick. Chang still active. I really like her movement. I'm scared of naked kicks. You throw a kick that really kind of leaves you susceptible to those combos. Boy, that was nice.
Linduska's really starting to put it together here. I think she seems to have found her range.
Yeah, but Chang's teep right there was a very nice momentary range stopper.
Now, up against the cage.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Yeah, up against the cage. This is where Chang was held primarily in her Invicta debut. Linduska in there on the high crotch.
Under 1 minute remaining in round number 1.
Linduska's doing a really good job of controlling the chin. As she's using her forehead there to really control the chin of Chang, which is going to make it difficult for her to kind of turn the corner and get her back off the cage. But she's doing a good job of trying to switch her hips, you know, but Linduska's just right there. Beautiful, beautiful transitions.
Oh, lovely.
To ground they go.
You saw Chang was defending the takedown, and quickly Linduska switched her hips over.
Final seconds of round number 1.
This is a phenomenal ending for the round for Linduska. Her opponent, she read Jennifer Chang, and now we see she's fighting her range. She's having a lot more success with the higher volume combinations. She's looking to, you know, fit in, and on her fit in, she's chaining her wrestling. She's looking that she just won herself that round. If she didn't do anything else with the striking, she won that round with that takedown. So that's a huge win in my book.
And we can see this right here. Chang had that huge strike, and really Linduska felt her power, but some of those liver kicks were adding up. And you can see Linduska gets a little bit startled there. You know, she's feeling that power. She has great composure, and she goes in for that takedown attempt. Like you said, she chains it together, tips backwards over the hip. Just a really lovely read right there.
Just about set for round number 2, Linduska versus Chang. And they come out throwing punches right off the bat. Considering the boxing background of Chang, are you guys a little surprised she hasn't been using that jab a little bit
Big
more?
right hand.
Maybe we're seeing it now. Here they go to the ground once again.
And that's just smart. Look, Chang knocked Linduska, not necessarily knocked her, but she shocked her a little bit. She hit her with a couple of straight rights and really affected her. Smart decision, take it to the ground. She knows she has the advantage there, or she believes she has the advantage there, so why not take it to where you know you're comfortable and that you have the advantage?
And a lot of instinct, too. There's a lot of instinct and composure going on there with that, because she was stunned from that right hand. It looked like it hurt. Now she's transitioned into mount. It's a good way to get your air back and also be in a place to really wreak some havoc.
And she's looking to get more of like a butterfly guard there as lacing up the legs. She's doing a good job of putting Chang's head up against the cage, which is going to be really hard for her to kind of do anything, transitioning to the back. That was beautiful. She's got to be careful not to switch and lose position there. Chang looks like she's almost out, but looks like Linduska is looking to switch to possibly a triangle if she can get that leg through.
And one of the things Chang said about jiu-jitsu, you know, she does come from a boxing background, but she said she has a very deep appreciation for jiu-jitsu. Ooh, armbar attempt. And it's one of her favorite arts. You can see her defending against the legs. Looks to pass, but Linduska's knee is still in there. She's able to guard back up, or at least half guard back up.
You know, Chang is sitting pretty high. I mean, if Linduska wanted to switch positions, she has a really good opportunity to deep half there and really, you know, kind of slide out the back and come and switch positions so she ends up on the back. But, you know, Chang's doing a really good job of controlling the head and preventing her from doing that.
2 minutes into round number 2, this thing opened up with a flurry of punches, but then almost immediately went straight to the ground.
You can see them. I really appreciate pushing against the face, pushing against the mouth right there from the bottom from Lenduska. She's not in a great position, but it is the cage that's actually kind of preventing the sweep from being full. So she's got to kind of transition back. It's going to be about her hip movement there. But she is effectively controlling Chang's head, keeping her from mounting any sort of punching offense. Chang is on top, though, and she is looking to advance her position. I think you can't get too focused on that one arm right there. I know she's got her tied up. She's got the neck tied up right there, but
I would like to see Lenduska have a little bit more urgency to reverse the position, or at least get back up. I think, you know, we've spent, what, 2.5, 3 minutes here now. I think she needs to have a little bit more urgency to get back up and really get back to work.
yeah, I would say her legs are doing a tremendous job of helping her defend things, but it is that urgency. You do need explosive maneuvers as well.
Chang trying to deliver some punches with that left hand right now.
She was a little high on the back. She's trying to adjust down. You can see she's trying to get under the neck, and you can see the way Lenduska is defending.
1 minute remaining in round number 2.
Again, she's high on the back. She is on the back, but she's high on the back. And you can see Lenduska turning the corner, trying to keep control of the arms, trying to keep control of the position so that she is not flattened out. Nice. This is actually the time to ground and pound, in my opinion.
And Chang's only got one hook in. So if she could just switch her hips and be able to remove that hook, is going to be a lot easier for Lenduska to be able to get out of this position.
I do like the way Chang's actually laced around that leg. It does give Lenduska kind of the ability to move her hips a little bit, but it's a nice trap.
Final seconds of round number 2.
Nice. That's where I would be punching.
Chang firing a couple of shots on the way out of round number 2.
That seems like a really good assessment. Nicely done.
What a beautiful reversal by Lenduska. I think going into this round, it's even. I would give the first round to Lenduska. I would give the second round to Chen due to, you know, control on the ground. I think this is this round, it's who wants it more.
You mentioned that quick reversal by Lenduska as Chang came in early to start this round.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, like, first of all, I really appreciate, I'm going to say I love the bicep grips right there. But that reversal, yeah, she wants to put her on her back, right? She wants to get into a position where she can hit her. Now, the guard is a dangerous position to be in unless you're delivering hammers and you have good posture. And you can see Chang's trying to set up a triangle right there. I think the elbow is free, so I think Lenduska is pretty safe out of there, but Chang's breaking the posture down. You know, she's keeping Lenduska controlled, but Lenduska on top is still in a position where she can deliver much harder ground and pound.
Right back in goes Lenduska.
And that was a beautiful transition. As she went back in, she passed the guard. Now she's back in the guard. Chang doing a really good job to be able to get one of those knees in to be able to re-guard. But I think Lenduska, if she can control this position and minimize the submission offense of Chang, this is a great position to be in if she can start mounting some of her own offense. She just has to be worried. She's got to be careful of those submissions.
And one of the things she's doing is she's keeping fairly good hip contact there with Chang, making it hard for her. Like, think right now, Chang should be thinking about inserting a hook, you know, getting to a butterfly position or getting her hips around for a submission. Oh, look, she's wrapped up that triangle, almost. I should say triangle at 10. That's not a full triangle yet. But It's a great position to be working from and actually looking for sweeps if she can get her head off the cage. If Lenduska keeps her head against the cage, it's going to be a difficult position to sweep from.
Well, Lenduska's now put her arm back in, but what she's doing is a really good job of stacking. She's stacking Cheng's hips on top of her head, which it is so hard to be able to create any space for a submission when your hips are over your head. It's physically impossible. So for Cheng, she needs to create space, and Lenduska's doing a really good job of preventing her from doing that.
Delivering some knees now, Lenduska, as we are over halfway through round number 3.
And, you know, talking about that well-rounded game, those knees are super important strikes, especially, you know, from this position. There's some pretty strong, I forgot the name of the nerve ending right there at the thigh, but man, you can really stun somebody and slow them down. Also, look at the way Lenduska is pushing into the head, or she was a second ago. That's wicked. Oh, tightening up on the legs, but hard to do for Cheng because she's over the foot and not necessarily over the ankle. Loving those knees.
Not the sciatic nerve, is it? I mean, that's right in the right into the piriformis there.
I think it might be. I struggle with anatomy. I do like the way Cheng's always trying to push knees into biceps, but you can see Lenduska's got just such a smart counter game against jiu-jitsu. Ooh, big strike.
Some strikes with the right hand from Lenduska as we hit about the 1 minute mark of round number 3.
Oh, some nice ground and pound there by Lenduska. And I think this is a really great position for her to be in. I would like for her to have a little bit more offense, and for Cheng, she needs to have an urgency. She needs to not go for those submissions. Sorry, she needs to look to get up, mount some offense of her own. She's not going to be able to do it from here.
And you can see the knee split pass, almost there, not quite entirely. Cheng was able to regard up, and I agree. I think it's going to be hip movement. Rather than submission attempts. That'll get Cheng in a better position. There's 10 seconds left, so.
Couple more shots from Lenduska. Trying to close out strong in her pro debut. Well, guys, what do we think?
You know, there was a lot of good work on the bottom from Cheng. I'm going to say, like, that was a continually offensive jiu-jitsu attack. But I don't know how judges score that because she was getting hit while it was happening.
Yeah, and I think she was looking for submissions, but she didn't have any locked in. So while she's being active, she's still on her back. She's still being ground and pounded by Lenduska, and she is in the least dominant position. So it's going to be a tough one to score, but I think, you know, I think this fight really showcased the well-roundedness of both of these ladies, and that's what both of them wanted to do stepping into the cage tonight.
And if you're wondering at home why we're not reading you the open scoring fight scores, it's because we don't actually have that information on the table right now. So if you guys see those at home, let us know. Tweet us at #InvictaFC47.
All right, let's send it up now to Joe Martinez with the official decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 have it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, Alyssa Lightning Lenduska!